that we played really, really well on both ends in the second half. And I thought Damien got that started right from the outset of the second half. I thought he started it for us, and everybody else kind of jumped in. Our defense was better as the game went on until we got a little bit of foul trouble there in the second half. But we knew free throws was going to be important. Free throws were going to be important because they have fouled a lot coming into this game, and so we told our guys, we tried to do a little extra free throw shooting, and but they still shot really good percentages against us, and our defense wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but our offense was pretty solid.
Coach said first half, you think that they were just hot, or was it part of your defense?
I think it was both. First of all, they can really shoot. I mean, their three guards can really score, and but I was disappointed in our ball care. I thought we were loose with the ball, and that led to some of their baskets. It led to some transition threes. But Harrelson can really shoot, and Sinclair had an off night. I hope we had something to do with that. Brown was good, but we put a lot of focus on trying to stop those three guys, and this was a game of maturity for us. How were we going to respond? We beat a good Purdue team on Saturday night. Fairly quick turnaround. Got a team that comes in with not as much name recognition, so how are our guys going to respond? And I told them that on the perimeter, this was going to be a more difficult game than the Purdue game was. Now, we weren't going to have the same challenges inside, but on the perimeter, we were going to have some challenges. And of course, they start off just making everything they look at. And I thought James was terrific off the bench, and I thought he was a big-time energy guy, and that's what we need from him.
Are you better with him coming off the bench?
I don't know. I haven't tried him. I haven't started him yet, so I don't know. But I like it that way because I can put him in for either guy, and if I put him in for Dame, then I just slide Luke over, and so I put him in for either guy. Not that I couldn't do that if I started him and put somebody else on the bench, but I like the way that feels to us right now, and James is a great guy in that role because A, he's mature, he can handle it. B, he plays with a tremendous amount of energy, so our energy tends to go up when he comes in the game. And to see that he gets 20 points and 7 rebounds in 27 minutes, I mean, how much better can you play?
What do you think of your bench overall? It seemed like you outscored by quite a bit.
Yeah, our bench did a good job. Now that it's a little deceptive because from the standpoint that they're more reliant upon their starters, especially on the perimeter. We've got some guys we can go to on the bench, and our bench played well. They played well, and we need that. We need that, and every guy that came in, I thought did a solid job.
Do you feel like sometimes the shooters are waiting for Damien to start doing what he did so some shots open up, or is that just?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think we're very cognizant of the fact of who butters our bread, and I think they understand that the more we throw it to him, likely the better off we are. And one of my favorite possessions of the game for us is we threw it into him in the second half, and they went down. He started to move. They went down and collapsed on him, and he threw a strike, cross-court, left-handed pass to Matt, wide open for a three, and which that really shows some growth in Damien's game, I think, because last year I'm not sure he'd made that play.
Is that, speaking of coach, that's something a lot of big men have struggled with, throwing out a double team. So that's something you work on in practice every day with him?
I wouldn't say we work on it every day, but we certainly work on it, and he gets his fair share of it because people are going to come down and double team him, but he's, he played much better in the second half, I thought, than he did in the first half. And like I said, he went out there and really started competing and made his free throws and got us energized there in the second half.
At any point did you have to tell James about this is why you're not starting, or a conversation or anything like that, or do you just know you don't have to?
Well, there was a conversation because James was starting early on in practice, and then we missed him for whatever it was, 7 or 8 days, and when he came back, Luke had been playing great, and so we kept it the same. And I said something to him, and this is typical James. James says, "Coach, I trust you." He said, "I don't. Whatever you do is fine with me. I trust you." And that, that's just James. So he's as good a person as you can possibly be.
What do you think about Riley having another big scoring night for you?
Yeah, Riley was good. He has a knack, and he loves the fight. He walks towards the fight. I like those guys. I like guys that walk towards the fight. I'm not big on those guys that walk away from it, but I like those guys that walk towards it. And Riley's one of those guys. He's running for the fight. He loves it.
Got a little chippy there, Coach. What's going on with that?
2 teams playing hard, and that's all. So just 2 teams playing hard.
Any more for Coach?
Hey, this is awesome. This stat sheet says that we got a technical foul on the Vanderbilt team. That's awesome. That way nobody will think